morning, everybody. How's everybody been? It is the Monday before Thanksgiving, and I know I haven't been juicing consistently like I once did. Well, I'm back. And so, what I want to say to everybody is this juice that I'm going to do on today is a holiday juice because a lot of times we don't know what to do with cranberries, and these are fresh cranberries. They're in season and they're in the grocery stores because it's almost Thanksgiving, and then Christmas will be a month away. So I thought today I would do a cranberry, apple, pineapple, ginger juice, and you can use it for your Thanksgiving dinner, or you can do it for the day after brunch, or you could just have it um, in your freezer so that on the days that you don't feel like juicing, you'll be able to juice. I have both my microphones on today because I don't know which one works because I haven't juiced in so long. Give you an update with my hubby. He's doing fantastic. He is up and about. He is in pulmonary physical therapy, which is great for him. He even went to our oldest son's house and gave direction on how to install a storm door, but he bought himself a 77 Volkswagen, and so he's rebuilding that engine. So that should tell y'all just about how he's doing. And I am grateful to God for that. But moving right along, because I do know that we have to get a move on with making our juice. One of the things that I'm not ready to do, and that is I don't have my juicer on the table. So I have to get the juicer and put that out. Ta-da! But it's right there on my counter. And I want to tell y'all one of the things that made me want to get back to juicing, the Holy Spirit began to deal with me because I get calls every day or somebody approaching me about a relative or even themselves. They're dealing with something. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but there are a lot of people that are being diagnosed with all types of sicknesses. And then what is prescribed for them is medicine. I have to say it one more time. Our body was made by God. And before he even created man in the book of Genesis, the first chapter in the book of Genesis, he left the foods that he wanted us to feed the body that would keep the body healthy and operating at peak performance, unassisted with prescription drugs. Now, I am not, again, because I have to say this a lot, I am not coming against doctors. I am not coming against anybody that's on medication. But what I am saying to all of us is this: let us try as much as we can to put natural things in our bodies, such as the fresh cranberries. Have an apple a day. When I was a little kid, the saying was an apple a day keeps the doctor away. This is fresh cut pineapple. And then we have fresh ginger here. And so these, for those of you who've never seen fresh ginger, we have a lot of episodes on. I've shown you all of that. But more than that, I want to say to you, we're in a season where we should love ourselves a little bit more. Love yourself a little bit more. Going into the end of the year, we have basically, and I know I've eaten a lot of things that I've wanted. If my taste buds call for it, I would eat it. Some things I knew I can have it, so I ate the modified version of it. Just like the other day, I had a piece of lemon pound cake that I got from the health food store that was made on site. But you know what they used? Almond flour, and they used monk fruit to sweeten it with. Can you imagine? So there are alternatives, but we have to take the time to do the research. So today I'm going to do a holiday juice. Um, I have, so you can make it yourself. And I have the large mason jars. And this mason jar is let's see, 3 pint container. And so I want y'all to know that Walmart and any grocery store sells the mason jars. I am going to have some in the refrigerator for my husband and I, but also I'm going to put some in the freezer. And what I found, when you put your juice in the freezer, just don't tighten the lid really, really tight because that juice is going to expand a little bit as it freezes, and so you want to leave a little gap in there so that it'll be able to do that and not burst your container. What I also do, I have I will put my juice jars, when I put them in the freezer, I also put them inside a plastic bag just in case they do burst. It won't be such a mess if you have to clean it up. But so far, no jars, mason jars that is, have burst or broken in the freezer from the juice. So let's go ahead and get started, guys, because I was told that I need to do shorter juice shows, and so that's what I'm going to try to do today. But I'm asking you, I'm not just asking you, I am begging you, please modify what you eat. Please stop eating so much junk food. Please stop going to the fast food drive-up restaurants where you really think that this food is nutritious and giving you the nutrients that your body needs so that it'll fight off sickness and disease, which is fighting off free radicals. Please take the time to make you some juice. Take the time to eat a piece of fruit or fix you a salad every single day. That's going to help balance out those medications that you're putting in your body. Because eventually, don't you want to be off the medication? Oh, Lord, have mercy on us on today. Please, I'm begging you. Please take care of yourself. Please stop making excuses as to why you can't. Even if you don't have a juicer, then eat the fruit. Let's stop using that as an excuse. Well, I want to make juice, but I don't have a juicer. Then eat the fruit. Cut it up and make a fruit salad or add it in your vegetables. Have that for dessert. I'm just asking, please, because we're in trouble. And a lot of people are very, very ill. And you know what? Now the little children are a result. Their bodies are being affected by what the parents feed them. So I'm just asking. So I'm going to go ahead and make the juice because I was told that I'm a little bit, I can be a little bit harsh. It's not that I'm harsh, I'm passionate. And if I raise my voice or if I say something that may rub people the wrong way, it's not intended to be given out in a negative light. It is intended that it shakes us up enough to believe that we can't keep doing the same thing, like taking pills and expecting different results. Like we're going to one day wake up and our body is going to be totally free from the sickness or the disease that we've been diagnosed with by taking medication. That is called insanity. But God came and He gave us a sane mind, a sound mind. And a sound mind sits with Him and listens to Him and allow Him to download to us the information that is necessary. And it's right there in the Word in the book of Genesis. Eat your fruits and vegetables, your seeds, your beans, your nuts, because all of it kills cancer cells, but all of it also heals the cells in the body, not just cancer cells. Drink your water. I got a new water that I started drinking. I found it when I got groceries the other day, and so I'm gonna I'm gonna recommend this water for those of you who it's in your budget. If you're drinking water, get some spring water. This is called the Mountain Valley Spring Water, and it comes in a green bottle and it's in a glass. And that is even better for us because a lot of times our glass that we get our drinks in, hold it up one more time, I'll bring it closer. It's called the Mountain Valley Spring Water. It's coming from the hills of Arkansas. This company has been in business since 1871. And I'm going to tell y'all what, it has a very, very, very crisp, clean taste to it. And the first day that I drank it, I could feel it going in. I could feel myself saying, ah, thank you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start juicing. I'm going to rinse my hands again because I did touch that box. So guys, I want to tell y'all I'm doing great. I have no complaints. I'm getting grayer. And so I decided to change up. I've been in braids, but I decided to go ahead and go gray all the way. So I have my little gray hair attachment on today, but I want to go ahead and let's make this juice. And so we're going to put, I'm going to leave the juicer off while I put the cranberries in, because cranberries and any small grapes, raspberries, blueberries, they pop up like popcorn when you put them in the juicer, or if you have the juicer turned on. So we're going to make, again, this is our holiday juice. It's not a punch, it's actually holiday juice here. And it's fantastic. I've made this juice before. I love it. It tastes so good. The cranberries give it such a crispy, refreshing taste. But the benefits of the cranberries are what we're after. The benefits of the pineapple are what we're after. So guys, let's go ahead and make some juice. All right. I am using the Breville juicer today. And and it is, of course, the Breville juicer is a little bit noisier, but I am going to, I call this holiday punch. It's really not punch. It's holiday juice. Sometimes you have to, there's a play on words that I found. It's a lot. It's a lot of play on words to get people to do things. Like my niece, the firstborn grandson in our family, his daughter moved to her new apartment, her very first. So I'm excited for her. And we went to a local store that was advertising that they are closing the location, and everything is up to 80% off. Play on words there, right? And in that up to 80% off and closing and everything must go, they said again, and I'm talking about a play on words. So we go in the store to, look for something for her new place, and we find that there was a truly a play on words. Everything in the store is not 80% off, but it gives the illusion it's to draw you in. It's to draw you into the store, because what they've done is all the other locations that they've closed down, um, they've actually brought that damaged stuff to the store, and put it in a section, and that's up to 80% off. The rest of the store is regular price. Nothing else is on sale, unless, of course, it's for Black Friday, I guess. But the play on words, the Bible never plays on words. But there's a scripture in Proverbs that says that it is for God to conceal a thing, because it's not that he don't want everybody to know, but we're not privy to what goes on in the palace in England where King Charles is king. We're not privy to the finite details of how they do what they do to run that country, to be head over hundreds of other countries. We are not privy to that, just like everybody is not privy to what we need to search out in the Word. So could it be that it is for God to conceal a thing, but it's for kings to search it out? We're kings and priests to God. So let's get in the Word. Let's start searching out what God really means when he say what he say. He's not concealing anything. He's not playing on words. He's just saying, look, I would that you would prosper and be in health as your soul prospers. So if your mind, your will, and your emotions are not prospering, that means that you will not be in health, because you are living in a place in your mind that's not renewed. And the Word of God comes to renew our minds so that we can have health, so that we can prosper and be in health as our soul is prospering. Again, doing the same thing, expecting different results, your soul is not prospering. That means that your mind has been blinded to something that may be true. And the Spirit of truth is coming on today to help us to understand. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back in Genesis before the fall of man to see, what did God want us to eat to take care of this body that he created, that now has been perverted with a lot of man-made preservatives and things that kill the cells in the body. We want the body to be whole. We want the body to be healed. And the body is healed with the things that God left in the earth. So enough of that. Here we go. We're going to put the ginger in now. I got a really big piece of ginger. And you see how big it is? It's pretty strong too. I just had a thought too. The question is that's coming up. Why do you take the time to um, show us? Why won't you delete that part of your video when you're making the juice? Why are you taking the time to show us what you're doing? The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want anybody to ever believe that juicing is a quick thing. It is not. If you want something fast, then you may want to buy juice that somebody else makes, but juicing is not quick because I had to prep all of the ingredients first. They had to be washed. The pineapple had to be cut up. Now we're putting it in the juicer and we're making the juice. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want any of us to believe that this is quick and you can be in and out and you can do it. The quickest thing you can do is on a day that you have more time is make you large batches of juice, put them in your mason jar and freeze them. Then you only have to do it once a week or once every 2 weeks. Juice is not going to last in your refrigerator but up to 2 days. If you put the ginger in it, ginger is a type of preservative. That's going to help it to last for a week in the refrigerator. But you want fresh squeezed juice. Freezing it stops the non-nutritive or breaking down those nutrients process. So freezing it locks the nutrients in. So when you take it out of the freezer and you let it thaw out, then you're getting those nutrients as if it was made the same day. That's why in this juice show, I go through the process of making the juice. I'm not going to fast forward it. I'm not going to bleep it out because I don't want us to think that eating clean is a quick fix. No, it's learned behavior. It is a lifestyle and change is necessary. I am looking for I have a large pitcher and I normally put, I don't see it. Ah, okay, so it's way back there. I apologize, guys, for taking the time. I wasn't ready for this part, and I gotta get this picture so that we can keep going and I can mix all of this juice together. Now that part I may leave out, but here we are. So we have apples, cranberries, and the ginger mixed in here. The ginger, of course, has pulp, and that pulp makes froth. So if any of you are making your juice and you're wondering, where is all of this froth coming from? That's where it's coming from. It's the pulp from the apples, the skin of the apple. It creates a lot of pulp. And from the skin of the ginger, because I don't peel any of that. I leave it on. I had to tell myself it was okay for me to do that because before I was trying to peel that skin off, and we're almost done with making a juice. Again, this is 3 pineapples, 3, and they've been in the refrigerator so that once the juice is made, it will be cold and really refreshing. 2 bags of Granny Smith apples and 2 bags of the cranberries. All right. So I want to say to you too, when you are making your juice, one of the things, pineapples create a lot of juice. And so one of the things that you want to do, you have to be careful. You have to continue to pour the juice out. Pineapples and apples make a lot of juice. So we're at 4 quarts of juice already. Look, guys, it has pretty pink color. So that's going to be nice for Thanksgiving, for your guests that are coming over, or even for your family if you do Thanksgiving breakfast, right? Yeah. Or even for the dinner. But this is a fun juice to make. One more apple. I'm going to give you all those ingredients one more time. That is 2 bags of Granny Smith apples, 3 pineapples, 2 bags of the cranberries, fresh cranberries, and then we have a large chunk that's about the size of your hand of ginger, and then 2 smaller pieces about the size of your thumb. And so that is it. The juice has already been made. I'm going to pour in the apple. Now I'm going to get a spoon, and I am going to stir all of those ingredients in. That is really full. And I am going to stir those ingredients in. And then I'm going to do a taste. All right. Now I have these cups. When my stepdad passed back in April, we had to clean up my mom's house. And so in that cleanup, there was a lot of things that my mom had that she had planned to use. And one of these fell out of the cabinet today when I was looking for I'm going to remove that froth off of there, because if I don't, it's going to go in my glass, and I don't like a glass full of froth. So I'm going to show y'all what that froth looks like. It almost looks like whipped cream. See it? Because the consistency, I'm sure, tastes pretty good. It doesn't taste like whipped cream though, but it looks like it. It holds together like whipped cream. So this part of it is taking a little bit of time. This show is definitely, as always, it is unscripted. And we are not, I'm not trying to have it where it is scripted, because I don't want anybody to think, again, that making juice is a quick thing. Like, we can do this and then we're in and out. No, 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 no. Eating clean takes time. And that's what we like about fast food. There's no effort on our part but to wait in a line. And even sometimes if the line is long, we get irritated. And that's why we, as believers, we should recognize even then that there's something wrong with that. That we should be able to go home and take the time, go to the grocery store, get our food, and begin to cook for ourselves. And so even for myself, I have to remember, you have to cook for yourself. You have to cook your food. Because of our schedule, sometimes we don't want to. But if we start looking at our clothes in the closet that don't fit, and things about our lives that are not working, or the doctor's bills and the doctor reports, this is, to all of us, this is the pineapple cranberry Granny Smith apple ginger juice, and we're going to taste. That is outstanding, guys. So what I'm going to do, before I give the benefits of this juice, and some of y'all can stop me right here. You don't have to watch all the way if you don't want to know the benefits of it. But when you learn about the benefits of something, then you understand how important it is to your health. Sometimes we don't even understand the benefit of being a part of a congregation or going to church, because for a while I had stopped going myself. But now that I am back under Pastor James Elam at Dunamis Christian Center, I understand the value of coming together, the value of having a pastor, the value of being a part of a congregation, and the value of submission. Sometimes I thought, oh, I'm grown, I don't need that. And God allowed me to see, no, you need to have somebody that you're accountable to. And a lot of us don't want to be accountable anymore. That's my take on it, and I could be wrong on that too. Let the Lord lead you. Walk in the wisdom that God has given you. So therefore, 3 pineapples. 3 pineapples. I have another cap in my drawer. 3 pineapples. That's not the one that fell on the floor, guys. 3 pineapples. That's the one that fell on the floor. But 3 pineapples, 2 bags of Granny Smith apples, and let's see, 3 bags of Granny Smith apples, pieces of ginger, and 2 bags of raspberries will give you a little bit over 4 quarts of juice. Now, I think that 4 quarts of juice is something really nice to have at your party. Put it in your freezer, save it for Thanksgiving, and that was pretty quick. Even though I'm talking and doing a lot of things, that's 24 minutes to make your juice. Really, it's going to take you about 35, 40 minutes to prep for the juice, make your juice. But here's the benefits part. So for those of you who want to sign off now, happy Thanksgiving to you all. It is so good to see y'all. I'm here, you're here, we're here. And so let's go on to the benefits of this juice, and then happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Health benefits of cranberries: they protect against liver disease, lower blood pressure, improve eyesight, improves your cardiovascular health. The studies say that cranberries help lessen the risk of urinary tract infection. And a lot of people that are in nursing homes have that problem with UTIs. Cranberries help with your gut health. That means that your small intestine, large intestines, your stomach, your uh, uh, I'm in there, Father. I can't think of the name of the body part, but a lot of times with our gut, with our digestive tract, with our esophagus, all of those parts are connected. And then we have, it'll come to me in a minute, but it's helpful to that part, because that part of the body is where toxins are filtered through, and you when that area gets inflamed, a lot of times it's removed. And gallbladder sometimes gets inflamed. But look at this, cranberries are good for that area, right? We don't want inflammation, but when it does get inflamed and we have pain there, that is because we're toxic, and we need to start eating more greens, raising our pH level, and getting our bodies back in health, right? To Cranberries keep your mouth healthy. They help with your digestive system. Cranberries help control harmful acids in the mouth. They lessen the amount of acid you make and keep it from sticking to your teeth. This helps stop cavities, gum disease, tooth decay, and oral cancer. Did y'all hear that? They call this the superfood. It does fight cancer. With cranberries, if you take warfarin, cranberries contain a good amount of vitamin K already. So if you're on a blood thinner, I think there's one, there is one blood thinner, Lasix, I think, that you can have vitamin K with food with it. But I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong, because I'm not on any medication, so I really don't know the names. But it is this nutrient can interfere with the prescription blood thinner called warfarin. So if you're on warfarin, this cranberries are not good for you because they thin the blood naturally. Um, if you are on warfarin, they say you can have these berries in a small amount, small amount. So for those of you who like the cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving, just get you a small amount, especially if you're on warfarin and blood thinners. Um, if you drink a lot of cranberry juice over time, you may be more likely to get kidney stones if you drink a lot of cranberry juice. If you're thinking that, okay, this is good for my liver, but you could be doing more damage to another organ. So we need balance with everything, right? Ah, this one. Mm, here we are. The cranberries. We have the pineapple. Pineapples are not calorie dense. They're packed with several nutrients that are necessary for the body. Listen at this, what pineapples have. They have manganese, vitamin C. They have copper, thiamine, folate, which is B9. They have the minerals of potassium and magnesium, niacin, pantothenic acid, and riboflavin. That is vitamin B2. Now, I know when you go to the doctor and the doctor will tell you, well, your potassium levels are low, and the first thing we think of is a banana. Bananas are very high in potassium, but so are pineapples. They are high in potassium as well. What else do we have here? That's it. I don't have the Granny Smith apple, but we know that the Granny Smith apple is full of um, vitamin C. They're full of fiber, and they are high antioxidant rich fruit. So what does antioxidant mean? Antioxidants are the superfood that goes in the body and kills off the degenerative diseases. What are degenerative diseases? Those things that you've been diagnosed with from your doctor. So when we eat right, when we drink this juice, it is actually going in and counteracting the effects of the disease, not your medication. The only way that anything can counteract your medication that you're on with your doctor is that you get on a clean eating regimen. And so let me tell you about this ginger because we're up to 32 minutes. Um, Ginger increases serotonin and dopamine levels. What that means is serotonin is your happy gene, right? Your dopamine is your happy gene. So when you eat ginger, it elevates that and it makes you come out of a depressive state. A lot of people are dealing with depression. Sometimes it's the things that are going on in your life around you that you have no control over. And so those things come and cause anxiety. And you don't want to have anxiety about anything because you cast your cares on God, on Him, because He cares for you. And then you sit with Him so that He can show you what you need to eat, what you need to set boundaries on in your life so that you won't get depressed, so that you won't think that you can't handle life. Also, depression can come from a chemical imbalance in the body. What's a chemical imbalance? Imbalance of proper nutrients going in the body. That's what it is. Okay? Um, these things, this can reduce inflammation, and inflammation is what causes depression. Ginger also provides benefits for anxiety, depression, dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and post-traumatic stress disorder. It eases stomach pains, and ginger can treat nausea and motion sickness. Amen. So, everybody, that is the end of this juice episode. It is so good to be back. And I want to say to you all who stayed to see the benefits of the ingredients that we made with this juice, I'm going live on Thanksgiving morning and I'm going to make another good juice for us. And I'll have a guest with me. It won't be friends on Friday, but it'll just be me saying to you, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm back. And I hope that you subscribe, you like, and you share. Take care of your health, love yourself, and be good to those who are close to you. Be good to those who are close to you. And smile when you see a stranger. Yep. Just smile. What's that song with Annie? Um, Something about a smile. I can't remember the song. The words are jumbled in my head. But yeah, a smile. Put a smile on your face. It doesn't hurt to smile at all. And a smile helps you to feel better and think better about you. When you're dealing with something that you really don't know how to, why don't you just sit for a minute and talk to God and breathe? Take deep breaths. And that area in the body that gets inflamed is the appendix. So when you get appendicitis, not necessarily do you need to have it removed. What you need to do is stop eating what you've been eating and get you some pineapple and some ginger, and it'll help calm all of that stuff down. And then what you need to do is eat you some prunes and have a good laxative so that you can get all of that waste off of your appendix. So that's it for today. I love you all. God loves you more than I ever will, but you got to make the decision that you're going to take care of yourself and take the time to juice. Or if you don't have a juicer, like I said earlier, then eat your fruit. God bless you all.